What's up, YouTube? This is A.R.M, and this is my review of Thanos Rising number 3. So we take a look at this issue, and it pretty much starts off where the last issue ended. He's speaking with his mother. He's saying to his mother that he can vividly remember when he was born. I remember you holding me for the first time and the look of horror in your face that came over you. And then you picked up a scalpel and tried to murder me. I'm sorry, mother. And then you can pretty much tell by the limp hand and the blood dripping from the hand as he walks away. He dissected and murdered his own mother. Thanos is sick. In the next scene, it says many months later, Thanos is laying in a bed with an alien lover. He gets up. She asks, "Where are you going?" He says, "Nowhere, go back to sleep." He looks in on his son. Then he walks out. Next thing you know, Thanos is somewhere in the galaxy where pretty much all the drug dealers, the murderers, the criminals are at. He's made his way to the outer rim of the galaxy where law was scarce and life was cheap. So pretty much he just embarked on this journey after murdering his mother, and after a few months later falling or having a relationship with an alien woman and fathering the child. Then we switch to the next scene. We see a pirate ship coming up on a Shi'ar ship. A member of the crew is saying that they would like to loot the Shi'ar ship. The captain is telling the crew to get ready to board the ship, murder everyone on board, yada yada yada. Another crew member is telling them they're not sure about going up against the Shi'ar. The Shi'ar is dangerous. They can possibly be jailed. The captain is adamant and wants to go aboard the Shi'ar ship and loot it anyway. And then all of a sudden, Thanos is saying, "There, I just did it." He just shut down the Shi'ar ship's security systems. And then the captain's looking at him. "You, who the hell are you? I've never seen you." I think it's odd on a ship where they're flying into outer space. The captain would have a better grasp of who's on the ship. So I don't know if that's just bad writing or a little bit comical on the part that Thanos just appears right there. I don't know, but it's weird that a captain of a spaceship didn't know who his crew was, especially someone sitting there pushing on buttons. So then, as you can see, they managed to destroy the ship. They're looting, and then in the next scene, you see the captain and the pirates. They're pretty much pillaging, killing, murdering, and the captain of the ship immediately notices that Thanos likes to watch the murdering, but he doesn't participate. Then the captain says, "Are you just going to stand there watching? Every man on my crew kills for his pay, boy, and I haven't seen you kill not a damn thing. You might remember, Captain, you would not be standing here in this vessel if not for me." So the captain has been a little bit ungrateful. Instead of just being grateful that he has someone like Thanos aboard who can help him disarm ships, he wants to see Thanos killed. So then Thanos, he's living his life of working with this pirate crew while they pillage and burn and kill. And once again, he meets another alien lover. He has a child with her. They show us sitting in the hospital. "Oh, Thanos, isn't he beautiful? Our beautiful son." Thanos snatches the baby away. "Is there a monster inside of you as well, little one? Or is it just me?" So I think that's a guilt of what his mother saw in him and what he has done to his own mother. Maybe he fears it is one of his own children, one day grow up to do what he did. Then no matter the planet, no matter with what alien race he chose to mate, the offspring of Thanos were born healthy and strong. They all look like their mothers. None would remember their father. He's having all these babies. He got all these baby mamas, for lack of better words, across the galaxy. He leaves them. It started like intergalactic transit. So then we switch back to him working on a pirate ship. Now, how does this make you feel, Thanos? And you see the captain holding up a bloody head to Thanos. Watch out, man. Don't let Thanos here see you doing your job. The poor little purple flower is liable to pass out. So, he's still working with this pirate crew. He's helping them disarm ships. They're taunting him. The captain's taunting him. And Thanos, pretty much it shows a bit of his sick side. He just likes to sit and bask and watch the murders. So here we are in another scene with him in bed with another alien woman. Every word from every woman's lips rang out and sound empty. They're telling him that they love him. The more they loved him, his strength, his quite cunning, the more bored he grew, the more the very sight of them disgusted him. So the more these women in these alien races desired him, the more he got disgusted. And in the meanwhile, he's still in the midst of the pillaging and the killing and helping these pirates do their thing across the galaxy. Thanos thought of his mother at times, but as for his homeworld and the rest of the people he left behind, he tried to put them from his mind. So here at this scene, Thanos is at one of the bloody aftermaths of the pirate ship he's been working on, and someone tries to warn him, Thanos, next time the Harco's dock at the port, you must go and stay gone. Thanos replies, and then who would find the ships and its targets, girl, or keep his ancient engines running, or make the captain seem at all competent. So Thanos is pretty much the backbone of the ship. It's old, it's raggedy, and he's been keeping it up and running. And apparently he befriended someone on the crew who's looking out for his best interest. The guy says, Thanos, listen to me. If you stay on the ship, the captain is going to kill you, Thanos. Did you hear me? Did you hear what I just said? Thanos, why won't you talk to me? And then he's about to leave the latest woman he's falling for. She's begging for him not to leave. Thanos, please. All we ever do is talk. No, talk. Why I pretend? No, I talk while you pretend to listen. Not very convincingly. Your mind is really ever here with me, and your heart, it seems, has never been. So he's leaving another one of these ladies, and he has a flashback of what he's doing to his mother, sick. But then he says, "Where my mind goes, woman, you would not wish to follow." So he pretty much, I don't know if he's trying to protect these women from the sick confines of his mind, but once again he leaves with his sack on his back, giggity. And then he's going back to the ship, and there's his friend telling him, "You're a stupid son of a badoon." I guess that's the way of saying son of a bitch in Galactic Marvel. "Perhaps now we will see once and for all what I am." So he goes to the ship knowing that the captain wants to kill him. So then they switch to a scene of the captain hitting Thanos. He calls him a coward. "I won't tolerate cowards on my ship. Pick up that sword, Thanos. Pick it up and die like a man." How did you tell him to die? How did you tell him to die like a man? These are all aliens, Titans, Celestials, moons. That's writing right there. Maybe I'm being nitpicky, but Thanos is not a man. The captain is not a man. Man is a thing of Earth. They're not on Earth, but oh well. Okay, I'm getting picky. Alright, he's telling Thanos to pick up the sword. Let's be honest, Captain. It's not cowards you're afraid of. It's anyone with a brain, which is exponentially more than you possess. Then the Captain, gets insulted, and he runs Thanos through with the blade. See him stabbing him through the side. And then the Captain tells him he's going to tear out your guts and festoon my ship with them. Think of that, smart boy. And Thanos he's kind of being picky himself. Picky and very smartly, but kind of technical. He tells him, "Don't be ridiculous. There is not nearly enough intestines in my body to adorn a ship of the size, dear Captain." So he's telling him there's not enough intestines within him to smear the ship. Obviously. I don't know. Thanos I guess he's one of those type of people that even when you're making it a logical insult, he will pick it apart as well. Let's see how smarter you are with no head, no damn head. So Captain raises the sword. He's ready to behead Thanos, and Thanos closes his eyes. And here's Here's where the story gets a little interesting. The next scene, the captain is dead, his head is off, and everyone is saying all hail Captain Thanos. So either he moved that fast, but it's weird because Thanos is wearing he's wearing some different lit, his armor is more lit in the scene, and his injury is not present. So it's almost like maybe that's not the way the fight was going. He opened his eyes moments later and was surprised to find he was not dead. So I'm not sure if that's going to be explained in the next issue or what has happened. Who knows? Maybe Thanos blacks out and he sees things how he would like him to pan out, and actually while in reality he's killing and murdering or defending himself. Who knows? So then there's a baby of his. Oh, this is the last child he had, and the baby's crying. The mother saying, "Hush, my child. I miss him too, but we must not worry. Your father will be home soon." So he's going off to be captain of the ship. And then in the next scene, oh, by the way, this looks like an interesting series of Deadpool. It says dead means dead. Deadpool kills Deadpool. XOXO. That should be an interesting series. Alright, so he's back. He's back on Titan, the largest moon of Saturn, his hometown, or his home planet. You see Thanos visiting some graves, and he walks up to his mother's grave. Here lies Susan, wife, mother, most beautiful internals. And he talks, I come home because I'm tired of running from who I am, from who I am born to be. And then the mysterious girl from the past couple of issues, who was his friend as childhood, the one who's kind of been grooming and kind of manipulating and bringing out his dark side, she says, I hope your mother wasn't the only woman you came back to see. And then she says, or else I got dressed for nothing. Hello, Thanos, welcome home. So he goes back and forth with the woman for a while. He's happy to see her. He pretty much expresses the fact that she's the only one he's ever loved, but in her usual fashion, she kind of spurs his advances, and she sniffs him and says, then if you love me, why do you reek of alien harlots and mewing bastards? Who knows if that's because she's been studying him, hearing about him, or she's just that damn good. She's pretty much taunting him, saying, what makes you a man because you had kids. He's telling him he's seen many parts of the universe. He swore off a murder. He did terrible things. He's pretty much, at this point, it would have been a good point for him to stop. He came home to pretty much find himself and maybe even to make amends for the stuff he's done so far. But once again, when he's around this woman, she brings out the worst in him. So he's pretty much saying, yes, I think you need me as much as I need you. I think whatever it is you want, I'm the only man in the universe who can give it to you. So he's pretty much, they haven't had relations, so he's whipped. I don't know, how can it be the power to pee if you never had it? Who knows? She's telling him, be careful what you wish for. There are many things I want. And he says, be my bride, you shall have them all. If you ask me to give you everything, first I'll need you to do the same. I'll need to know that you only belong to me, only to me. Do you understand what that means? Oh yeah, this broad is sick too. So then in the next scene, you see the mother of one of the women he's had a child with, and she's talking to the baby. He wouldn't just abandon us. Why is she still standing here talking about Thanos? Like, is that all she does? I mean, he was gone on a pirate ship and back to Titan, and the very scene where he just happens to go back, she's still talking about Thanos. Damn, no wonder you leave these women. That's all they do is talk about. They're just clingy. So in the next scene, they show the woman with the baby, and she's still talking about Thanos. He wouldn't abandon us. He's not a crew man. I could see it. The goodness in him. He'll be home, I promise, someday. Your father will be Thanos. And she sees Thanos, and she's happy. And oh, Thanos, I knew you'd return. Please. Take your son. He's missed you so much. And then you see like a dark silhouette. Let him see what sort of man you are. there you go. Once again, they're calling Thanos a man. Thanos, no, what are you doing? And then there's a bloody scream, and that's how sick of this story's been going. The next scene, you see the woman's body laying there in blood, and you can see the baby a little bit off of the scene laying in blood. Thanos standing over them with his mysterious love behind, and he says, "Is that enough?" She replies, "Is that all of them?" He says, "No." She says, "Then it is not enough. You want to be loved, don't you? That's all I ever wanted. Then come, you have a lot more people to kill." So the sick woman, the sick darkness from his childhood is pretty much grooming him to become a murderer. And I think we can gather, if we know Thanos' storyline, I pretty much think this is going to be Death. I think this is going to be Lady Death. Then they show you some artwork for the next scene, the next issue. It's going to be July 17th. Thanos staring at some power. And then I think the story continues in Nova number 5 and Guardians of the Galaxy number 4, which I will be reviewing as well. And that's it. Oh, Iron Man foam launcher for kids. Looks fun. Alright, so that was my review / synopsis of Thanos Rising number 3. Out of 10, I give this issue a number 9. There is a little bit of parts where I was nitpicky about it, but the shock factor from Thanos actually going through with a dissection of his mother, killing of his own kids, the fact that he actually allowed himself to be like a lackey on a pirate ship, but eventually, overthrowing it, which you can pretty much assume Thanos would. It's showing that Thanos never really felt love, even though love is coming for him. So Thanos has a connection of love to murder, to destruction. It shows more of the depths of his sick side. So I hope you like this review. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of this issue as well. And stay tuned for more to come. Peace.